Minnesota didn't play last season. For Ullman, this is her 4th appearance in 4 games, so like a number of sophomores, starting to see more and more action here this season. Kai Davis steps away, coming in. Alana Beasley, last season didn't play due to injury. Beasley back here this season. He's played in all 4. Revs coming in, 5 goals on the season through 3 games, 5 different goal scorers. So, number of threats on the pitch for George Washington. Some threats for Binghamton University as well. Ellie Victoriano. Victoriano, good first impression here as a freshman for this Binghamton squad. Victoriano, right foot into that one. Victoriano seeing the start here today in the absence of Mackenzie Brotherston. Another impressive freshman, but Brotherston out due to injury today. Throw coming, Sophia Braz, junior defender. Transfer to this program came in a couple of years ago after starting with University of Miami. Amelia Booth gets it back. Good look by Ullman. Here's Booth. So corner coming. And Jeremy Williams wanted to see more concentration on set pieces. Alex Caldwell to send it. Sophomore defender sends it across. Hit it in the air, but a bit further away from danger. Still free. And now sent away. Victoriano able to get the left foot into that one and work that the other side of the field. Bumping is Beasley, looking to carry it forward, now giving chase for Binghamton University and a Buckwalter. Heads out of play, and Alex Caldwell will throw it in. Caldwell, an assist last season. Lone point of the season came against Binghamton. Bearcats, the 3-2 victory last season on August 18th. Game which saw Binghamton jump out to a 3-0 lead before having George Washington mount a comeback that fell just short. A look by Ullman had Isabel Kelly in her sights, couldn't connect with the senior forward. And Kelly's lone goal this season, last time out against Colgate. Victoriano. Kessler slides this one across. Falvo. Off the foot of Braz. Nifty move, nice play to bring it ahead for Binghamton University. Paige Lukes finds Davis. Davis turns the corner and had her eye toward the center of the box, maybe to Paige Luke. Instead, deflected off the foot of Caitlin White. Here's Buckwalter. Preseason All-America East after a 5-goal campaign as a freshman a year ago. Sophomore midfielder to set up the corner kick. Headed up. Looked like that was Ullman who got a piece for George Washington. Now Silverstein able to carry it. Kate Silverstein, a sophomore keeper, came in as a freshman, played 4 games. Native of Kirkwood, Washington. She was named one of the top prep soccer players in Washington State by Sports Illustrated in 2023. Still controlling Alana Beasley for George Washington. Now to the back line. Braz throws it in. Kaylia Cow waiting for it. Cow had George Washington's other goal along with Kelly against Colgate. Garofalo. First team All-America East a season ago. Preseason All-America East in 2025. Silverstein will take this with the left foot, sends it to the far sideline. Cow carries ahead for George Washington. Sends it across, racing to it, Braz in stride. Braz, and good work by Victoriano. Break up that rush. Braz will throw it in. Ilya Booth met by Victoriano. Takes a shove in the back. Victoriano, All-State last season with Ward Melville High School of East Setauket, New York. Luke bumped by Caitlin White, sends it to the back line. Garofalo works it to the far side. Davis tried the one-touch, stepping in as Amelia Booth to intercept. Graduate defender from Manchester, England. Gets it to the sideline. Victoriano takes it there. Alvo back to Kessler. Hayes Luke across. Bella Brown, midfield to Victoriano. Victoriano one-on-one with Braz, slides it ahead. Luke getting a piece, looking to settle. Paige Luke works this one to the far side. To the box, Victoriano trying to settle. Almost had it in a dangerous spot, instead giving chase. Buckwalter to Victoriano. Across, here's Luke. Over to Blanco. Elia Blanco sends this one back. Garofalo from distance puts this one wide. No shots on goal for either team here, almost 10 minutes into the first half. Caitlin White working it to the midfield between a pair of Bearcats. Amelia Booth heads down to the turf, and it will be George Washington possession. And I stand corrected. Looks like Victoriano will take it for Binghamton. Blanco bouncing this one. Borrell couldn't do much with it. Bella Brown chips it free. Blanco with it along the far side. Back up to Garofalo. Settled at midfield. Blanco puts this one to Davis. Davis trying to settle in a good spot. Stepping in is Braz to chip it free. She'll send it out of play. Toriano back to Olaya Blanco. Blanco trying to thread the needle, broken up. Bella Brown on it for Binghamton. Pass slid to Beasley, who finds Amelia Booth. Back to Braz, one touch to midfield for Ullman. Broken up. Blanco gets it free. Here's Davis, her pass intercepted. Knocked off the foot of Beasley out of play. Victoriano to come up on it for Binghamton. Neil Bhattacharjee praising the efforts of Victoriano in the 2-1 win against Maris. Centering feed, Luca tip, and then deflected in. Bearcats on the board, 1-0 here in the first against George Washington. Paige Luke, second of the season. So the Bearcats jump on top, 1-0. Paige Luke continuing her comeback from injury as her season cut short after 9 games last season. And Neil Bhattacharjee not shy about talking about the inspiration that Paige Luke has provided. She saw time at midfield last season. She'll work more up top, and you can see her producing already with her second goal in this, the 5th game of the season. Neil Bhattacharjee giving her so much credit, getting hurt in September, last September against Maine, surgery in November, and she just grinded during her rehab. There was a question at the end of the spring about how the Bearcats would be able to work her in, and then she comes in and answers that question. She set a program record on the Bearcat fitness test. And as a coach, Bhattacharjee said, sometimes you have to motivate players, but sometimes it's the other way around, and he's just been in awe of what she's done. Start of the season, Bearcats still managed her minutes, and we'll see as this season goes along if she can get closer to that full 90. Here's a chance, wide. Isabel Kelly looking to keep her goal-scoring pace as she got one against Colgate, 4 goals in each of the last 2 seasons. Booth heads it away, now gets it back. Beasley. That by Luke. Here's Kelly at midfield. And Luke stepping up on her to knock it free. Amelia Booth hands it off to Sophia Braz. Braz, native of Matthews, North Carolina, two-time first-team All-State in North Carolina. Caitlin White gets this one back to Silverstein. Bouncing in midfield, Garofalo getting a piece for Binghamton. Maya Blanco. Back to Falvo. Blanco transfer from University of the Cumberlands in Kentucky. Third team NAIA All-American last season. Blanco to Falvo as Bearcats continue to work it back. Davis is there, gets it to Victoriano. Back to Davis, Buckwalter. As it go above her, Luke giving chase along with Worrell. Off to the sideline. Bella Brown to throw it in for Binghamton.
Correction on the Binghamton goal. Goal was scored by number 18, Paige Luke, with an assist to number 10, Anna Buckwalter.
Across, and the header just wide. Buckwalter picked up an assist on the Paige Luke goal, looking to get a tally of her own. Substitution coming in for George Washington, Sophia Miller, sophomore forward, will come in, or pardon me, let's correct that, Rose Vigran, junior midfielder, coming in for Isabel Kelly. Caitlin White dishes this one off. Braz ahead, connects with Booth. She looks forward, finds Elizabeth Cruz, graduate student midfielder, but the pass a bit too long for her. Garofalo with it. Worrell. Balbo to the midfield. Headed down, White on it. Brown slides it back to White. Bearcats, 2 shots, 1 on goal. George Washington still looking for its first chance. Baker on the throw. George Washington with it. Alex Caldwell collecting for the Revs. Buckwalter bumps it down. Brown plays it through. Vigran tracks it down for George Washington. Braz ahead, some space for Booth and cannot connect. Luke. Back to Falvo. Intercepted. Bigren on the interception, hands this one off. Ullman trying to get it free. Here's Vigran again, the slide by Victoriano. Ali Victoriano, nice play defensively for Binghamton. Again, Mackenzie Brotherston out due to injury, so Victoriano gets the start. Victoriano and Brotherston, really the two freshmen who have stood out the most in the early going. Unfortunate that Brotherston got the injury against Lehigh. And here's Victoriano, 1 goal on the season already. Victoriano trying to turn the corner on Braz. Now met by the double team, and this one sent away by Caitlin White. Burrell getting a piece of it. Buckwalter waits, chips this one free, but Booth steps up to send it away. Salvo to Kessler. Kessler, a junior keeper for Binghamton. And a Chargy telling us that she has grown a tremendous amount. And here's Buckwalter. Swept away at the last moment. Julia Bilal got it out of play. Blanco back to Victoriano. Pretty good spot for that one. Bounces, though, right to Silverstein. Cow. Braz ahead. Looking for Ullman. Chips it back to Booth. Sends it to some space where Cruz tracks it down. Tumbling to the turf as well. Garofalo goes down with her. Down in the corner, Alex Caldwell will make her way. Second corner coming up for George Washington. Bilal, some size at 5'10", coming to the net, trying to get ahead on that one, but stepping up, Rebecca Kessler plucks it out of the air. As Beasley and Luke at midfield battling for it, and now away with it is Bella Brown. Brown couldn't get it past the back line of George Washington. Here's Elizabeth Cruz coming the other way. Baker with the slide, gets it to Garofalo. Now Baker has it back. She took it from Bella Brown, who gets it back from Baker. Looking for Davis, past her to the left foot of Caitlin White. Trying to clear instead. Here comes Davis. Davis puts on the chance and a goal! Davis with her 4th of the season in 5 games, and Binghamton on top, 2-0. So Jakaya Davis continues to pile up the points. Davis with a goal and an assist against Marist, now with her 4th goal of the season here today. 9 points on the campaign so far, and Binghamton on top, 2-0. Substitution for George Washington as Ullman comes out and Kathleen Agulafak comes in. Agulafak starts it up. She has one of the 5 goals for George Washington, somebody who can come off the bench, and if the Revs can get her isolated with the ball, she can create separation and make the back line turn to face their own goal. So the Agulafak comes in looking to put some pressure offensively on Binghamton. And she's got it now on the far sideline. So Luke gets the assist on the Davis goal. Luke with a goal and an assist tonight. Garofalo hit the turf, draws the whistle, and will now control for Binghamton. Victoriano can see Davis running ahead of her, looking for her. Caitlin White will touch it first. Agulafak and Falvo at midfield. Cow, her pass deflected by Olaya Blanco. That gets past Alex Caldwell. Bearcats will control as Baker gets set to throw it in. Luke back to Baker. Brown to Blanco. Chips it back, and Falvo has it for the Bearcats. Binghamton tested early in terms of its depth, as we've got some substitutions coming in for George Washington. Anna Corneo, freshman forward, in for Alana Beasley. Injury to Brooke Herber earlier this season. And then Brotherston, who was impressing in midfield as a freshman. She's out today after her injury at Lehigh. But Ali Victoriano's come in, a real key in helping Binghamton keep the ship afloat despite the injuries. Sophia Braz slides it ahead. Falvo, her pass intercepted by Booth. In the air, Falvo heads it down. Good chip by Cornejo. Amelia Booth couldn't quite time it to make a play on that ball. Luke trying to settle and is able to do so despite the presence of Vigran and Cornejo. Luke down the far side, or near sideline I should say, looking for Buckwalter. Cornejo gets it to Vigran. Works it to the back line where Bilal sends it back to her keeper. Worrell, talented sophomore, chipped back by Luke. Worrell slipped, stepping in though, Baker to keep it alive for Binghamton. Sent it to the box. Good play by Braz to step up and intercept. Finding Booth, gets by Buckwalter. Returned by Cow, but broken up. Alaya Blanco has it for Binghamton. Gets it off to Baker. Davis, a threat every time she touches. To Luke. Luke, the shot, and a goal! Paige Luke! Bearcats adding to their lead here in the first. It is 3-0. Davis set her up, and you wonder how much attention Davis is drawing to herself, considering the kind of season she's putting together. Luke, though, with her second of the game to go along with an assist. 3 goals on the season for Paige Luke. And Binghamton firing in all cylinders here in the first. It's 3-0 Bearcats.
Binghamton Bearcats goal. Scored by number 18, Paige Luke.
Luke with the goal. There's a slide by Garofalo. Nagulafak still trying to make a play on it. Second straight game for Davis with a goal and an assist. Here comes Sam Allen. He'll substitute for Binghamton, coming in for Megan Baker.
Entering the game for Binghamton is number 11, Adriana Georgette.
Jessica Robert and Naomi Kim come in for George Washington, as Cruz is out for the Revs, as is Amelia Booth.
Binghamton's sub was number 12, Sam Allen.
Sam Allen just in the game. We'll throw it in.
In for George Washington was number 15, Jessica Roberts. And number 7, Naomi Kim.
Look after it once more. Cow couldn't control for George Washington. Garofalo gets it to the far sideline. Davis settles. Hands it off to Luke. Stepping up, though, for George Washington, Naomi Kim. Here's Victoriano. Bearcats really liking Victoriano's role coming in off the bench, feeling like she's a spark off the bench, fresh legs. When she gets it, she puts her head down, dribbles at people, and can make the opposition uncomfortable. She's as quick with the ball as without. Now with the injury to Brotherston, Victoriano has had to start in this game, so she's acquitted herself well in this start. But the Bearcats without that spark off the bench, at least in the form of Victoriano. Buckwalter, back to Blanco. Garofalo. Some distance on this one as Davis close to it, but Braz sends it out of play. Victoriano. About to send it in, but we have a substitution as Grace McCaslin comes in for Jakaya Davis. Davis, again, 2 straight games with a goal and an assist. We'll take a breather before the first half is done. Victoriano puts it in the air. Laurel held off. Here's Luke chipping it back to Blanco. Midfield for Garofalo. Buckwalter giving chase for Binghamton, but Braz gets it off the foot of McCaslin and out of play. White with the one touch to get it to midfield. Nagulafak jousting along with Falvo, comes down the near sideline, and it will be Binghamton possession. Another substitution, Sophia Miller comes in for Paige Luke. Blanco to midfield, gets it to Buckwalter, sends it ahead. McCaslin with some space. Catching up to her, Sophia Braz. McCaslin sends it across. Sophia Miller couldn't do much with it. Here is Brown. Chip back to Miller. Up to Brown. One touch to the net and the stop by Silverstein. Nagulafak on the far sideline, though, the slide and the ball out of play. Bella Brown, the defense on Nagulafak. Brown again, this time with the header, knocks it free. Caldwell did get it back to Nagulafak. She finds Cornejo. Couldn't quite get it to Kim. It gets by her. Falvo has it for Binghamton to the near sideline and out of play. Sophia Braz will send it back in. Cow tips it off to Robert. Works this one. Cornejo, some space. Cornejo, the shot deflected. That was Falvo who got a piece to get it away from danger. Allison Falvo, a couple of assists in 18 games last season. Mainstay on the back line for Binghamton. Caldwell setting up the corner, third of the afternoon for George Washington. And the stop by Kessler. Caitlin White redirected on net off the corner. And Kessler, first shot on goal she's faced, and she was able to make the stop. Off the foot of Naomi Kim and out of play.
Number 14, Isabella Martillo.
Comes Isabella Martillo. She will come in for Olaya Blanco. Martillo, a graduate student. She had 42 career minutes of playing time entering last season. Then last season really found her stride. 17 games, a goal, 2 assists. Started 8 of those 17. Now part of this depth that Binghamton has been building this season. Caitlin White sends it out of play as Grace McCasland was going stride for stride with her. Buckwalter settles. Victoriano threads the needle back to Buckwalter. Looking for Victoriano. Intercepted. Naomi Kim slides it ahead for Nagulafak. One touch back to Kim. And Kim returns the favor. Out is Vigran with it. Kelly Akau works it to the far side. That went out of bounds. Jessica Robert tried to play it back in, but the whistle and possession for Binghamton. Burrell between a pair of revolutionaries. Gets this one off. Cow settles, met quickly though by Martillo. Sam Allen plays it ahead up the far sideline, looking for Sophia Miller. Whistle gives possession back to George Washington. Alex Caldwell on the throw. Victoriano sends this one ahead. Jersey Mike's is a proud sponsor of America East Women's Sports. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Nagulafak at midfield. One-on-one with Garofalo stepping in, though. Sam Allen knocks it loose, out of play. Caldwell there to throw it back in. Cornejo. Back to Caldwell, her pass. Finds Kim at midfield. There's Caitlin White. Kim to the near side, looking for Braz, can't connect. Lauren Clark steps in. Lauren Clark is in to take the place of Alexis Worrell. Clark, a senior forward, a couple of seasons ago, 4-goal campaign. She was the team's offensive MVP, put up 3 goals and 2 assists last season. Here's Julia Bilal trying to set up what could be George Washington's best opportunity of this first half. 2 shots, 1 on goal for the Rebs. Bilal, a goal on the season, sends this one ahead. Kessler steps up to pluck it out of the air. That's Sam Allen, who's up trying to shake it off for Binghamton. Cow. Over to Kim. Closest to it for George Washington to Gulafak. Toriano to Buckwalter. Garofalo, one touch. Martillo sends it to the sideline. Under 2 to go here in the first half. 2 goals by Paige Luke. A goal and an assist by Jakaya Davis. I should say 2 goals and an assist for Paige Luke. Spectacular offensive performances from Binghamton's 2 best offensive producers. Davis now with 4 goals and 2 assists on the season. Luke with 3 goals and 2 assists on the season. This is the 5th game of the year. Nagulafak settles. Can't advance. Instead, Blanco carries ahead. Sends it for McCasland. McCasland up to it.
1 minute remains.
Clark tried the one touch. Back to McCasland. Bigren breaks it up. Under a minute to go here in the first. Martillo bumping midfield along with Cow. Martillo gets it back. Cow still on her. Cow takes it away and gets Cornejo. Can the Revs put something together here in the final 40 seconds? Get at least one chance on. Pass by Kim broken up. Giving chase Falvo, and out of play. Victoriano will come up on it for Binghamton. No hurry for Victoriano.
10,
Blanco bumps it down. 10 seconds to go.
7,
Nagulafak
6,
broken up.
5.
Good play by Martillo as more seconds tick away, and we are done here in the first half. However, in 1-0-2, all games on the road. GW picked to finish 13th out of 14 teams in the A10, so to an extent defying expectations here, at least in the non-conference portion of the schedule, but running into a buzzsaw here today in Jakaya Davis and Paige Luke. Here is Davis down the far sideline. Victoriano will come to throw it. Higher expectations for Binghamton as Chance is stopped by Silverstein. It's Buckwalter trying to get it in on the fun, although she does have an assist today on the first Paige Luke goal. The Bearcats, at least so far this season, coming as advertised. 3-1 entering this game on top 3-0 here at the start of the second half. Megan Baker. Baker puts on a chance, stopped by Silverstein. Baker working one-on-one with Alex Caldwell, sophomore defender. Gulafak, who came in off the bench in the first, here starting the second, but good defense there as the Bearcats will control, going stride for stride with Nagulafak. It was Allison Falvo. Baker down to the turf. She'll pop back up. Davis trying to emerge. 3 Rebs by her. She'll dish it off to midfield for Bella Brown. Works it down for Baker. Ball took a skip inside. Alex Caldwell has it. There's Elizabeth Cruz. Nagulafak tips it to Beasley. Beasley sends this one ahead. Giving chase is Booth. Amelia Booth runs it down. Booth sends it across. Bouncing and wide. Elizabeth Cruz's chance falls behind the cage. Elizabeth Cruz, graduate student midfielder, missed the entire 2023 season due to injury. Played a total of 67 games in her career, 3 goals in that span. Cruz has picked up her first career assist this season. Davis sends it ahead, and Silverstein will be able to take it. Alexis Worrell was closest to it for Binghamton. Garofalo telegraphed that one. Garofalo trying to keep it away from Cruz. Passes ahead to Buckwalter. Now Falvo at midfield. Ball bouncing to the feet of Bella Brown. Gets by her, taken by Cruz. Alex Caldwell on the throw. Gulafak. Someone who made a big impression on Neil Bhattacharjee when these two teams played last season. Again, a 3-2 Binghamton win. Gulafak at 5'10", a physical presence. Bearcats will control. Megan Baker. Jamesville, New York. Jamesville DeWitt's #2 all-time leading scorer. 93 goals, 31 assists in her high school career. A couple of goals last season. Baker. Turning the corner on Cruz, sends it across. Davis settles. Here's Buckwalter, slides it to Luke. And Cornejo helps to work it away, but Victoriano trying to bring it back into a dangerous spot for Binghamton. Booth, nifty footwork, and it's going to be rewarded as George Washington has possession. Bilal ahead to Caldwell. Now Cruz couldn't keep it in play. Silverstein gets this one off. Bouncing, Garofalo. Here's Nagulafak. Gets it to Cornejo. Cornejo works it ahead. Nagulafak gets it back. Sends this one to the far side. Booth catches up to it. On net, Kessler chipped away and kicked just wide by Elizabeth Cruz. Best chance of the afternoon for George Washington. Near side, Baker settles, works it to Garofalo. She sends it ahead. Worrell looking for it. It comes to Bilal for George Washington. Here's Vigran. Over to Cornejo. Cornejo, freshman forward, giving chase. High school All-American a season ago. Cincinnati, Ohio native. The SAA Girls Soccer Player of the Year last season, as well as being an All-American. Gulafak, a couple of Bearcats by her. Now Baker steps in as a third set of feet. Got a piece, but may have gotten nicked up there. She's down on the turf. And she's getting back up. Corner coming for George Washington. Baker gingerly back into position to defend against the corner. Caldwell will send it. Fourth corner of the afternoon for George Washington. Gulafak couldn't get the right foot on it. Here's Cruz. One-on-one with Baker, and Baker sends it out of play. Another corner for George Washington. Actually, throw coming in. Braz on the throw. Kaya Davis sends it out of play. Baker getting a piece for Binghamton, still though in play now, comes back out. Bigren sends this one too high and wide. Kessler will send it. Bearcats finishing up conference play, or non-conference play I should say. In-state, but some tough tests. Going to Syracuse on Thursday, again back home Sunday. Next Sunday, a week from today, against Colgate, and then at Cornell a week after that on September 14th. And that's what leads into conference play when Binghamton will host UMBC on Sunday the 21st. On at first, Bilal sends it out of play. Davis to Victoriano, back to Davis. Will she be able to catch up to it? Looks like White might have an angle to it. And the ball has its own mind to head out of play. Braz on the throw. Buckwalter heads it to Luke. Back to Buckwalter. Leaves it for Worrell. Her chance goes wide. Alexis Worrell, a goal this season. Went without a goal, but with an assist through 9 games last season. Came into this program ranked the number 14 recruit in Canada by First Touch Football. Native of Toronto. Worrell trying to poke that one to Baker. Caldwell broke it up. Out of the Bearcat back line, Garofalo heads it to Falvo. Cornejo steps in at midfield. Booth down the right side. Booth puts it on, the save by Kessler. Baker trying to keep it in play, couldn't do it. Laurel down to the turf, along with Elena Beasley. Sophia Garofalo, all-rookie team member in 2023. America East first team member last year. Preseason All-America East this season. Wonder what postseason accolade awaits her. Balvo will get it to her own keeper, Kessler. Gulovac applying the pressure for George Washington. Substitution as Sam Allen comes in for Megan Baker. Look at midfield as Vigran comes in on her. Sends it down the far sideline. White chips it out as Jakaya Davis trying to catch up to it. Victoriano set to throw it in. Once again, Victoriano. Luke settles. Luke turns, fires, blocked in front by White. And now Silverstein able to take it and hand this one off, leading Caldwell, who quickly is met by Allen, now tangled up with Worrell, who bounces back up looking for control. Beasley with it. Allen gets a piece. Luke giving chase. Sam Allen a little bump on Caldwell. Allen took exception to getting tangled up with Caldwell. Now a yellow card is out. Let's see if that was a card or just something that the official was holding. In any case, Garofalo will take it for Binghamton. Garofalo on Cage, the stop by Silverstein. So apologies, I don't think that a yellow card came out for that exchange. Vigran, their own back line. Bilal tips it over to White, who gets it to Silverstein. Bouncing to Nagulafak at midfield. Gives it back to Binghamton. In the air, Kessler lines it up. Allen and Caldwell tangled up again. Luke will let Worrell take it. Here's Allen. Luke some space, but instead Allen goes to Davis, who went to head it. Caldwell with it. Sucks in Worrell and now sends it across to White. Allen chips it away from Caldwell. Well, Worrell arguing the call. Buckwalter as well, but George Washington with possession. All the scoring for Binghamton in the first. 2 goals by Paige Luke. Sandwiching a tally by Ja'Kiah Davis, who has it go by her along the far sideline. White. Silverstein. Gulafak and Garofalo along the far sideline. Binghamton will control. Allen waiting for it, Caldwell waiting for her, and I'd say the inevitable contact. And now a card comes out against Allen. Bilal to send it. Down the near sideline, racing to it, Cruz. Garofalo for Binghamton sends it out of play. Substitutions coming in, Baker and Krempowski. Sidney Krempowski coming in. Victoriano heads out for the Bearcats, as does Olaya Blanco.
For the Revolutionaries, re-entering number 9, Bailey Collins. Number 15, Jessica Robert. And number 29, Isabel Ullman.
Booth trying to keep her from going out, can't do it. Garofalo. Kaya Davis waiting. Tips it to Buckwalter. First touch for Krempowski of the afternoon. Sidney Krempowski. Freshman midfielder from Dobbs Ferry, New York. That one just above the head of the leaping Cornejo. Off the right foot of Buckwalter, out of play. Garofalo sends it out. Braz will throw it in. Down the far sideline. Slide tackle helped set this up. Paige Luke with a run down the far sideline after this. Slide tackle on Booth. Sophia Miller coming in for Binghamton.
Number 5, Sophia Miller.
Miller in for Worrell. We told you how George Washington opening the season with 4 straight on the road. Well, they'll enjoy some home cooking starting on Thursday against Howard. Then Towson comes to the GW soccer field. VMI the same on September 11th and Loyola on September 14th. So in this non-conference schedule, front-loaded with road games. Allen has it poked away by Lana Beasley. Allen the throw. Ella Brown settles, gets it back to Allen. Across. Buckwalter couldn't get a piece. Here's Baker a chance, and that one goes just wide. Valvo bumped up along the far sideline by Ullman. Garofalo gets it back to Kessler. There's Booth. Brown sandwiched between a pair of Rebs, and out with it is Cal. Cal to Cornejo. Slides it ahead. She was looking for Ullman. Instead, far side. Booth sends it across, and Cornejo couldn't get a header on it. Here comes Caldwell by Davis. Drops this one to Robert. Double team frustrates Robert. All free on the turf, and out with it to control Ramposki. Actually, check then. That was Sophia Miller. Good play defensively for the sophomore forward, Miller. Davis able to turn the corner on Braz. Davis now dealing with White. Davis puts on the chance, and it heads wide. Victoriano coming back into the match for Binghamton. She will come in for Sam Allen. Corner coming for Binghamton. Buckwalter descended. Second corner of the afternoon for the Bearcats. Back up top. Buckwalter gets it back. And by Robert. Buckwalter able to get it on Cage. The stop by Silverstein. Ramposki coming off as Olaya Blanco is back on. The corner for the Bearcats. That one falls behind the net.
Re-entering for the Bearcats, number 13, Alexis Morrow.
Worrell's back in. She will re-enter for Paige Luke. Here's White. White, sophomore midfielder, didn't get a chance to play last season as a freshman. Headed away by Victoriano. Here's Worrell. Ahead for Miller. Miller, I should say, sending in Davis. Davis chips it free, puts on the shot, and a goal! 2 goals today for Davis. 2 for Davis, 2 for Luke. And the Bearcats on top, 4-0. So now Davis with 5 goals in 5 games. She matches her goal total from a season ago. So 4-0 Binghamton.
Binghamton Bearcats goal.
Bearcats will look to close this one out.
With the assist going to number 5, Sophia Miller.
Sophia Miller getting the assist. And for Sophia Miller, the sophomore forward's first career point. Congratulations to her. Cornejo can't get there before Garofalo does. Victoriano intercepts. Booth, however, able to get this one over off the hands of Kessler. Trickling to the top of the box. Now Miller will get whistled. Caldwell chasing that one down for George Washington. So a penalty kick coming up. Jessica Robert sets it up. Robert, 0 goals in 22 career games. Robert's shot is in. Her first career goal gets George Washington on the board. Four to 1 your score. So Robert, that first career goal gets GW up on the board. No shutout today for the Bearcats.
The Revolutionaries is scored by number 15, Jessica Robert.
Davis, nifty move to create some room. Bumps it back to Buckwalter. Buckwalter. Silverstein comes out for it. Off the head of Victoriano. Shots 12-6 in favor of Binghamton. Shots on goal 9-3 in favor of the Bearcats. Victoriano out with it, and here's Davis. Looking for Worrell. White steps up. Casland and Martillo are on the Bearcats sideline waiting to substitute in. We've got 13:45 left here in the second. Green card out. Worrell was right there. So gets the yellow card. Worrell and Allen yellow cards this afternoon for Binghamton. And almost a redirect in front by Robert. Again, Robert, 22 career games entering today, 0 career goals, got the penalty kick goal a few moments ago, almost picked up her second. It's Caldwell. Low line drive hits the side of the net. So here come McCaslin and Martillo. McCaslin comes in for Davis. And Martillo is in for Blanco. Here's Beasley. Back to midfield. White. Cornejo gets it to the far side for Caldwell. Actually, that's Braz. Sophia Braz over on the far side. Braz again. Toriano, good job chipping it free. After the contact, the Bearcats will take it. Garofalo. Prickles free, giving chase is McCaslin. Lost the angle, and now the ball goes out of play. Buckwalter. Loose. Garofalo, or check that Worrell, try to put a header on it. Here's Baker. Collected back to Beasley. Worrell, or Martillo, I should say, takes it away. Hands off to Victoriano, who gets it on cage. Silverstein with the stop. Martillo directing traffic ahead of her. Leaves this one. Miller giving chase. Sophia Miller. An assist on the latest Davis goal. Miller sends it across. Collected the shot. Saved by Silverstein. Borrell looking for her second of the season. Sam Brett coming in for Binghamton. 4 substitutes coming in for George Washington. Kelly Kim, Charlotte Lee enters the game for the first time.
Into the game for the Revolutionaries is number 4, Isabel Kelly. Number 7, Naomi Kim. Number 24, Charlotte Lee. And number 31,
Also, Sophia Finnerty enters for the first time, sophomore defender. Finnerty, this is her first career appearance. The sophomore did not play as a freshman last season and has not played yet this season. Off the foot of Sophia Miller, out of play. White. Puts this one to Bilal. And reading that one right off the foot was Megan Baker on the interception. Sends this one ahead. McCaslin. And diving to make the stop is Silverstein. Finnerty heads this one to midfield. Martillo the stop, now gets it back, or almost got it back. Gets by her right foot, goes to Baker. Back to Garofalo for Martillo, and she sends it out of play. Finnerty. Throw it in. Martillo tried for the interception. Substitutes coming in. Rose Vigran is in for Julia Bilal, and here comes Lauren Clark. She comes in for Sophia Miller.
Bearcats number 26, Lauren Clark. Back in the game for GW is number 5, Rose Weber.
Finnerty the throw. Robert and Baker down the far sideline. Baker wins that battle as Binghamton has possession. Robert and Baker again. Casland between a pair of Rebs. Out with it is Cow. 50 work by Cow to get it free to Finnerty. Back to Robert. Trying to turn the corner on Baker, who has other ideas, chips it loose. He's going to say it went off of Robert, and she might be right. Here's Samantha Schroeder, freshman defender, coming in for Baker. Victoriano tried to send it away, but Kalia Cow collected it out. Cow, 13 games without a point as a freshman. Again, got her first career goal against Colgate on Thursday. She came into the program ranked 86th as a recruit by Top Drawer Soccer. Top 30 forward as well. Casland has to hold up to stay onside. In the 6:07 left. 4-1 Binghamton with the lead. And possession is Kessler. Kessler takes that one ahead of the on-charging Isabel Ullman. Buckwalter couldn't advance. Martillo sends this one ahead. Pretty good ball there. And now Lauren Clark with it. Clark ahead, looking to connect with Sam Brett. Instead, Silverstein able to make the stop. Kim bumping, creating, sends it across off the hands of Kessler. Finnerty. Finnerty will throw in, under 5 to go. Victoriano intercepts but can't keep it in play. Conejo drops this one back to White. Kelly. Her feed intended for Ullman, knocked away. Vigran with it. To Robert. Victoriano cutting under Robert. Finnerty finds Kelly. White to Vigran with 3 to go here in the second half. 2 goals by Luke, 2 goals by Jakea Davis. Martillo with the header to knock it out of play. Cow. Wide by Olaya Blanco, knocks it loose. White takes it. Got that one over to Charlotte Lee. Lee a substitute here late in the second half. Cornejo can't get that by Falvo. Dangerous ball, but out with it is Kessler. Closest to it was Robert for George Washington. Again, Robert, first career goal today for the senior, and she's had a couple of chances since. That one gets by Robert, but giving chase with Kessler coming on was Ullman. Kessler gets it away. Kessler again as George Washington offside. So you had Ullman and you had Robert, but there's a reason they were a step behind the defense.
One minute remains.
Laya Blanco sends that one on the bounce. Ahead, White after it. Also Samantha Schroeder for Binghamton. Two more substitutes. Madison O'Sullivan, senior defender, comes in, as does Sydney Krempowski, freshman midfielder. O'Sullivan making her first appearance of the season, had 4 games as a freshman back in 2022. 1 game in 23 and 2 games, 13 minutes a season ago. Schroeder. Reflected back on net. Not by Silverstein. Falvo heads it down. Cornejo. Time for one last charge.
10.
About 10 seconds left to go, and it looks like this ball, or this game, will end where this ball does.
4, 3.
On the far sideline as the Bearcats, thanks to 2 goals from Jakaya